It was the height of the Cold War, a time when two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were locked in an intense battle, not on the ground, but in the vast, uncharted frontier of space. The year was 1961 when President John F. Kennedy stood before the American people and made a bold promise. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. This was more than just a scientific mission. It was a race for dominance. The Soviet Union had already shocked the world by launching the first satellite, Sputnik, and sending the first human, Yuri Gagarin, into space. America was behind, and they needed a spectacular victory. Fast forward to July 20th, 1969, the world watched in awe as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin descended onto the lunar surface. The grainy black and white footage showed Armstrong stepping onto the moon, uttering the immortal words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." But not everyone was convinced. Almost immediately, whispers of doubt began to spread. Conspiracy theories emerged, questioning whether NASA had really achieved the impossible, or if they had orchestrated the greatest deception in history. Skeptics pointed to several anomalies in the official footage and photographs. The waving flag in the vacuum of space. There is no air. So how did the American flag appear to flutter as if caught in the wind? No stars in the sky. The photographs taken by the astronauts show a pitch-black sky, yet no visible stars. Strange shadows. The shadows in many images appear to be cast in multiple directions, suggesting the use of artificial lighting, like a studio setup. Radiation concerns. To reach the moon, the astronauts had to pass through the Van Allen radiation belts. Some claim that the intense radiation should have been lethal. The perfectly framed photos with a bulky spacesuit and no digital screens to preview shots. How did the astronauts capture such well-composed photographs? These anomalies led to speculation that the moon landing was staged in a Hollywood-style studio, possibly directed by the legendary filmmaker Stanley Kubrick, whose movie 2001, A Space Odyssey, had demonstrated stunningly realistic space visuals just a year earlier. Of course, NASA has denied all allegations, providing scientific explanations for each claim. The flag movement was due to the twisting motion when planted into the ground. The absence of stars was a result of the camera exposure settings. The shadows were distorted by the uneven lunar surface. The Van Allen belts were crossed quickly, minimizing radiation exposure. The perfect photos were simply due to skill and luck. Out of thousands of shots, only the best were published. Additionally, rock samples from the moon, advancements in space technology, and subsequent missions, like China's and India's recent moon landings, further validate the Apollo missions. So, did America really land on the moon, or was it all an elaborate hoax designed to win the space race against the Soviets? The debate continues with passionate believers on both sides. But one thing is certain: the moon landing, real or staged, remains one of the most iconic moments in human history. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's unravel this mystery together.